and welcome to another Friday Wine and Chat. We got another good one again for y'all. I know I threw y'all off with the last week doing it on a weird day, but we're back to the Friday schedule. So, and I'm very excited because we've got another vendor spotlight, but we're adding a twist. It's a vendor teacher spotlight, y'all. So it's gonna be extra exciting. Michelle said, "Hi from Disney. Bye. Love you too. Have fun at Disney." Michelle's going to be MIA for this Wine and Chat, but welcome, Matt and Brittany. Happy Friday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful start to your weekend now that it's 7 o'clock here on the East Coast. So let's start it off. What's everybody drinking on tonight? I'm going to do a quick, I know I haven't done a mail opening this past week, which is good. That means we haven't been spending all of our money right now. But I got to shout out. So the amazing Glitterbug Fairy Bows and Clothes team, I can't even tell you. One of the evil twins, their child, makes these amazing cups. And look how cool it is. This one says, "I'll be in my office." And it's so cute. So my rum and Diet Coke is in this one tonight. And it came with a straw, but I'm not like a big straw gal. So, and then this one is really cute. It says "Life is Short" by The Fabric. And it's just so stinking cute. I couldn't pass it up. So I got 2 cups. I might end up getting more. Who knows? So if somebody knows, I think the child's name was Mac. And it's not an actual small child. I'm pretty sure she's like close to being, a grown adult and everything. But amazing stuff. I couldn't even tell you where the seam line was on it. So I was very impressed. I was like, you're always looking for these things. Probably should admit that. Glenn's here. Hey, Glenn. How's it going? Let's see. Belinda's got water and the baby has a bottle. That's very good. I'm glad you're feeding the baby too. Howdy all the way from Iowa. How's the corn going out there, Becky? Is it growing well? Is it doing okay? Everybody's been flipping out about her seam rippers that she has on the necklace right now. So I thought that was cool. Boring water. Water's never boring. I also have my jug of water for when I talk too much. So that's here too. Oh, Morgan is the daughter. Oh my gosh. I thought it was Mac. Why did I think Mac? Okay. Good to know. It's Morgan. And if y'all have a link, I apologize. I will put it up later. I was going to take some cute photos and put it up. We got a lot of water drinkers tonight. That's wonderful. Stay hydrated, folks. Iced tea, yummy. Ooh, black cherry rum and Coke. That sounds fancy. I want to try that. All right. So why are we here tonight, y'all? We got to talk to another one of our amazing vendors. We're going to bring up here in a second Julie from Off The Wall Quilt, who is a returning vendor and teacher. They always, if y'all know, it's the most fluorescent and pretty booth that I've ever seen. So everybody welcome Julie.
Hi.
What are you drinking tonight, Julie?
I have raspberry soda with vodka.
Ooh, that sounds fancy tonight too. I like when they add the fruit flavors into it. It just makes it sound better.
It does. It does. Fancy.
It's a fruit salad.
Oh, yeah. Healthy.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting our rounded out fruits and vegetables for the day. Everybody's saying, hey.
Hi, good to see everyone.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started and tell us who and what is Off The Wall Quilt. What's your company?
Well, my husband and I own Off The Wall Quilt. And let me tell you real quick where the name came from. I started accidentally as a quilt designer before I learned how to quilt. And I still like to design. And so we sell design walls that we make. And it's really fun to rearrange everything on the wall. But at some point, you have to take it off the wall.
Yeah.
And sew it together. So
it gets really hard to do that, doesn't it?
So that's where the Off The Wall came. But everybody thinks it's because we're a little quirky or strange. And I don't know where they get that idea. I mean,
no, not at all. You're always so personable. I like how your booth, you always have one table that's always at least one table that's always sitting out there where like you're always demoing something. And I always think it's fun listening because I try to sneak into as many shows as you go to. And I always like walking by and listening. And you always have just an entertaining way of explaining all the cool things that y'all do.
Yeah, this is the best job I've ever had. I used to do taxes, and I'll tell you that you guys are way nicer at a quilt show than you were in the tax office.
Oh, I could imagine. Because they're willingly giving you their money.
Yeah, everyone's not grumpy, so yeah.
That's good to hear.
So, yeah, so we make acrylic rulers. We manufacture them right here in Sanford, Oregon. And I was just telling Kayla, I'm sorry, I didn't even bring anything to show you because we're packed for our next show. We leave on Monday. This is the longest stretch we've been home in a while. We did 5 days.
Oh
So,
my goodness. That's okay.
yeah.
I can pull up your website real quick. Oh, look, you've got something.
Yeah, it's one of our rulers. So we make them, but what's really fun is we really do try to be different. So like we have manatees and flamingos and don't tell anybody, but there's a sloth coming next week.
A sloth. Sloths are
Yeah.
really popular in our group too.
Yeah. So we kind of have the weird stuff and makes it more fun. Everybody can do the traditional stuff. So we kind of have gone away from that.
I mean, you got to. I mean, because you don't want to just be this, just another one of the vendors that are out there, right? And you all really do have some unique rulers because anybody that's been in the classroom last year, y'all sponsored the rulers that were in the classroom with our So Magical Expo logo on it in the 12.5 by 12.5 and the 6.5 by 24, which are my go-to rulers anyway in my craft room. So if anybody's in the classroom and wants to like touch and feel them before you can get to the vendor hall, they're there and they're amazing.
Yeah, we kind of offer something unusual. There's a lot of laser cutters out now, and people cut a lot of their own stuff. But not only do we have a laser expert who makes sure everything's really smooth, my husband is also a retired engineer, so he engineers the rulers to make sure the angles are correct and that the circles meet. And then if to check if a ruler is really good quality, run your finger around it, around the edges, and it should be perfectly smooth.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what sets our rulers apart too, and the ability to do the fun and weird stuff. We like to do this.
Here, I'll share your website real quick. So then, I mean, we don't have any of the physical fun stuff, but we can show the virtual fun stuff. So
Yeah.
this is your homepage. It's offthewallquilt.com if anybody wants to go look this up. And then you have your different like categories up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you were talking about earlier was the portable design walls. Mm-hmm. So talk a little bit about these because I love the backstory on these. I just always amazes me.
These are so much fun. We purchased this company a few years ago from 3 siblings who were nearing 80 years old and had retired from previous careers. And 2 of the sisters went on a quilt retreat and came home and told their brother, who didn't quilt or sew, that they needed a portable freestanding design wall and had to explain to him what it was. They didn't even know. And so he went out in the garage and got a bunch of, I don't know, rags or scraps or something, and somehow sewed them together and used old tent poles and all kinds of stuff and rigged together a portable design wall. And then he sourced everything so that we make all the parts for our design walls and assemble them right here in Florida. So this wall that you see here is actually 72 inches high. I don't think you'd be able to reach the top, Kayla.
I wouldn't know. I don't even reach 60 inches. So no, I definitely wouldn't. Maybe with my arms, maybe.
No, so you can put a lot on it, and but it all folds up into a little carry bag that's about, I'm trying to remember how wide it is, maybe 16 inches long, about 7 inches in diameter, and it weighs 7 pounds.
It's so amazing. And I will say, like, I'm not a quilter, but I see so many other potential uses for this in the sewing and crafting world of being able to just lay out a project. If you have different pieces of, a pattern that you're working on and you're tired of losing them, like, being able to lay out your shirt design of whatever you're working on, just so many possibilities. So I love this. Even if you're not a quilter, I just open your mind up. There's other ideas out there for this, like really cool. And you said, I think you told me last time, where's the fabric from?
Oh, we have the flannel woven for us in Guatemala
Yeah.
because it needs to, like, especially for this big wall, we want it to all be one very smooth piece. And flannel can be a little bit inconsistent if you're not careful. So our flannel is very smooth, very high quality. And if for some reason you feel like your stuff's not sticking to it, all you have to do is brush it with a lint brush.
Really? Oh, I
Well,
didn't
yeah,
know that.
yeah, it'll go back to tacky. And, when you were just talking about shirt patterns, I was thinking, oh, sometimes you see a shirt and people have mixed fabrics or patterns on it. But sometimes I think people are afraid to do that because they can't picture it. And I thought, wow, yeah, if you laid all the pieces out on this, if you stuck them to it,
Oh,
you could
yeah.
really see. That'd be really cool. So,
All right. We got some new booth design ideas here, Julie.
yeah.
I love it. Okay, so these are your portable design walls, which I just think are the neatest thing. And then you've also got your angle play.
Angle play is so much fun. It's beginner friendly. It's actually the very first thing I ever learned in quilting. So when people tell me, "Oh, when I get really good, I'll do that," I'm like, "Oh, don't wait," like I did.
No.
You basically cut out around the templates and sew them together, and you get these great shapes. And so it's really fun to teach this class because I'll get people who are really experienced quilters, and they'll be in tears because they never knew they could get points so easily. Well,
Yeah.
when I was a brand new quilter, people would ask me, "Oh, how'd you get those great points?" And honestly, I was like, "Well, duh, they're triangles. Of course they're pointy."
Yeah, okay. Until you started playing around with other ways of doing it, huh?
It's hard. It's hard,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's oh my gosh. All my bag makers on here are going, "Oh my gosh."
I know, putting, something like this, into bags. I have a few people, my angle play groupies, who have been sewing some of these blocks into stuff, and I took one and appliqued it, to a shirt one time on the back of a shirt, and I
Mhm.
get all kinds of compliments on that, um,
That's
because it
cool.
looks
That's a
really
good idea
extravagant.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's different ways to, like, be able to take these different techniques that people would think are just for quilting and turn it into, like, people can make a bag out of something, like, unique and fun like this
Mhm.
too, and make a panel on the front of it or a part of a piece of clothing or, just so many possibilities. I love it. Yeah, apparently I'm not the only one. I'm fascinated. Cherish, she also said very cool with lots of O's. Okay, and then, what else we got? We got less than traditional. This is, like, one of your newer ones you have, right?
Yeah, so that quilt in the background there, it was a really traditional design. It was called orange peel that
Mhm.
people did. And not being a traditional quilter myself, it was a real challenge. I was a little bit scared. We bought out the rights to this method in December, so I had to learn it. And a lot of people in quilting are kind of afraid of circles because if you look at those circles, they look very even.
Mhm.
But it's actually not that easy to cut perfectly round circles. So a woman
Or
named
solo.
Charlie, yeah, this woman named Charlie years ago came up with a super fun and easy way to make these circles. And I tell you, it's a little bit addicting. Just trying to think if I have one. Again, I don't have one right here.
I know,
Sorry.
'cause what they have to see is the backside of this too.
Let me see. I might have. No, they're all in my box. I'm sorry. So
'Cause you're busy on your show schedule right now.
yeah. So what I did last night was I made a little block like this,
Uh-huh.
and then I made it into one of those circles like you see there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we'll have that all developed by next fall, but the it's so easy. And again, this method is very beginner friendly. I didn't sign up to teach it this coming fall because it was new to me too, but
Uh-huh.
definitely in the future, because I know there's a lot of people that just wanna try quilting that come to Sew Magical, and so this would be something to teach people because you make 4 of these circles and sew them together, and it's all finished. The edges are finished, and you have a little, placemat or, just table topper, and, there's so many steps to traditional quilting
Yeah.
that, sometimes beginners get kinda thrown off, but this is so manageable. We could make this in a couple of hours.
Yeah, and that's what blows my mind because again, I'm not a quilter. Like I've done small things. Like I'm like you. Again, it's just I'm not a quilter. It's not my thing. But I'm always interested because when you brought the whole applique process and you told me what it was, I'm like, all right, cool. Then you showed me the pictures. I'm like, I'm still not understanding how you do this, but okay, yeah, it's gonna be great. And then I had these people walk out of your classroom last year just saying like, this was the coolest thing ever. I didn't think I could quilt, and it's not even really quilting. But it looks like it. And they were just all floored and blown away. So I love how you have all these different unique quilting techniques that anybody could pick up really. And it is so beginner friendly, and it is just a fun way to get started into it. Oh, and somebody said that it's very cool that your portable design walls fold up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
that's
you don't have space, they're just perfect. But yeah, so this year, do we want to talk about one of the classes?
yeah. Let's skip around. Let's do it.
Okay, so
Okay.
this year, the Under the Sea class, it kind of it kind of goes on from what we did last year. We're using the manatees and turtles again, but I've been playing with seagrass. So we're going to be making seagrass and learning how to give an art quilt some depth and
Yeah.
make it look like stuff is swimming around. And we're only going to fuse with irons in this class. We're not going to attempt to sew this time, which will
Right.
do a couple of things. One is that I'm hoping you and I haven't even talked about capacity,
No.
but I know everybody just needs a half a table. So, if we can let's cram them in because I know you guys will work on the floor if you need to.
Oh,
And
yeah, they love getting hands-on with their projects,
yeah,
let me tell
so
you.
it'll be a lot of fun. And I'm teaching this class in some other settings. And I gotta say, I am just blown away with what people have been doing in this class. What I'm gonna do is give you some basic skills and then set you free and encourage you to try some different ideas. And like I said, people have just been amazing to me. And then I'll explain how you can finish it with a sewing machine, but you really won't have to. You can walk out of the class if you want to. And have a finished project the way it is. But
Right.
I always like in my kits, I'm gonna provide pretty much everything you need because I don't want people to buy extra stuff. I don't want them to have to buy things without trying it. But
Yeah,
you're gonna walk out of there with enough stuff to go home and make another one if you want
yeah.
to.
Which I think is so cool is like the class kit isn't just a one-time class kit. It's you get multiple projects out of it, and it's not like you're just paying this cost to just do it one time. So I pulled up this was the announcement. So this was the example. You had when I saw you at OSQ, you had this hanging up, and you told me like Rick was like, you got to see it. The big one's hanging up. And I was floored. It's so pretty and amazing. And I know everybody's looking who's not a quilter too, that's looking at this and being like, oh, that looks so complicated. It's not. I saw these folks in your class just sitting there and everybody was doing something so unique and so different. And they were all using the same basics.
That's right.
So
And
cool.
that I'll bring it. And it's 12 feet long, minus. We're not gonna make one quite that big in class, but um,
I'll be
like
amazed if everybody comes out with holding it up and then it's taller than me.
yeah, really. But yeah, it's really and that is cool to be in there, and there's so much energy, and everyone's is different. And some people have made their seagrass so much better than mine. I think I'm gonna add some to mine because 'cause I'm getting inspired by seeing all these different ones. And yeah, and I've had people come to the class and tell me, "Well, I don't know if this will work for me because I'm not really very creative." And I'm going to show you where your creativity is.
Hmm.
And we're going to have a really good time. If you can cut a crooked line, you can do this class.
That's all it is cricket lines.
That's right. That's right.
And then it was funny because Ray just mentioned the same thing I thought, right? It was she was skeptical when she saw the class info thinking, oh, that's not for beginners. But everybody had an amazing finished project. The only thing that they had left to finish was the top quilting, which again was not a straight line. It was a bunch of squigglies, and it was like you showed them like, okay, this is all you got to do. And then people were finishing it left and right in the
Yeah.
So Magical Lounge later. But it was just so fun, and everybody seemed to just come away with something unique and different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really fun, and there are people that can teach you some skills to they call them perfect whatever, and that's good, but that's not me. Um, I'm never gonna be telling you to do anything perfect. I'm gonna be telling you to have fun, and, my classes are always really relaxed, and we usually laugh a lot. Just don't get me too wound up because you don't know what will fall out of my mouth. But
That's true. Yeah, it's always a blast in there. I heard so many compliments from your class, and then the survey results for all your classes were just outstanding. Just everybody had a great time.
oh, that's good to hear. Good.
That's the great thing about classes like these. You get out of your comfort zone and try new things and fun things. Yes, agree, Cherish. You have to try something new. So even if you're not a quilter or you don't know how to do applique, like just try it, because believe me, the folks that were in the class last year all had amazing things to say about it, and they learned something really cool. And then, you do this version, and then you can go to your booth afterwards and see all the other rulers and the applique rulers. And like you said, you have flamingo, and you're going to have the slaw soon.
Yeah.
And you can apply the skill that you learned in the class with all these other rulers, and that the possibilities are really endless.
Yeah, they really are, and like I said, if we can kinda set you free to use your imagination,
Mhm.
and somebody said this is like painting with fabric, and it really is. It's so there were some teachers you had that gave you a coloring page and you had to stay within the lines, and there are some that gave you a blank piece of paper, and I'm the blank piece of paper teacher, and seriously, I've never had anybody fail at this, and, like I said, a lot of laughing and giggling,
Mhm.
and, just yeah, this should be fun. This is trying something new, and I would love to have people who've never even worked with fabric come join us. For me, last year, one of the highlights of the whole show was the number of people that came to my class that had never done any quilting or sewing, and, wow, what an honor it is to get to introduce you to fabric. Uh,
Isn't
so
it
you
mind blowing? Because
would you
it's mind blowing, because that's the cool part, is we don't focus just on sewing, we focus on crafting as well. So you get the folks that are like really curious and really want to try it and are afraid to, and then I mean it speaks volumes to you as a teacher, because then they could come into the classroom and they weren't scared anymore about trying it, and they were able to like actually get over the fear and the curiosity and just dive right into this like whole new world, whole new
yeah,
hobby that they didn't have yet.
yeah, and so let's try it. Let's do some fun stuff together, and, um, so, yeah, so put me in a big room, cram as many in as you can. Um,
Deal. So no machines necessary, it sounds like, for this one.
that's
Just
right.
and then we provide irons up to a certain amount, right? So yeah, we'll cram you in a room. We'll give you all the space, and we'll get as many people hanging out and laughing with you. I'm loving it. Um,
Good.
Okay, so one of the there's a question that just popped up. It's not class related, doesn't look like. Will you be doing the personalized rulers at your booth again? That was so neat. And I think I know the answer to this, but I'll go ahead and answer this one.
Well, probably. We're actually not carrying it around to other shows this year.
Mhm.
It's, um, it's heavy and a little fragile, but yeah, you guys had such a good reaction to the personalized rulers that we're kinda thinking it might be, the only show we take it to this
Yeah.
year, and, one of the things, and I'll get more out about this, is if you have a specific ruler that you want, if you let us know ahead of time, if we already make it, we'll just make sure we bring it, but we also may just decide to make one like that,
Right.
but, we can pretty much throw your name or a message on on any of them.
Yeah.
And we don't filter. You can have whatever you want on them. We only have to say
I love that. Yeah, there should be no filtering. It's going in your craft room to do with
yeah,
as you please. So have at it.
yeah,
So that's good to know, because I know on the past couple shows I've seen you haven't had it. So
yeah.
it's good to know. So I'll make sure that everybody's aware. If you have a request ahead of time, make sure you go ahead and say what's the best way for them to contact you though.
Um, you can email me at julie@offthewallquilt.com. Or if you go under information on our website, my daughter gets those emails. So, or message me on Facebook. Yeah,
You're in
I'm
our
pretty
group.
funny.
We
Yeah.
tag you and all the stuff. So yes, people are already saying they definitely want to take your class. I'm excited. I'm very excited for all these classes to drop. I'm very curious to see who's going to be fighting and mad at me later because we didn't offer enough seats. So that's always fun. A question about the class was, can you take the project from the class and go to like the Sew Magical Lounge and do any of the stitching there afterwards? Since we're not
Yeah.
asking machines during the class.
Yeah, and as part of the class, I'll talk about a couple different ways you could stitch it. And this is another thing that I really like about being a vendor as well as a teacher is I will always be available. I'm out there on the floor in my booth, so you know where to find me if I'm not in a classroom. And this year we're going to stay at the Gaylord too, so that we're available more. And so yeah, we just expect to be on 24/7 with you. No, I sleep about 6 hours a night.
That's all you need anyway.
I know, and it's close to home, so that makes it. We're not driving 2 days to get there or get home. So you people, the vendors and teachers that are traveling, my heart goes out to you. But I'm glad it's your home. We'll be doing that at the other shows. So
yes, that'll be great. That'll be great. Matt and Brittany. This is just Brittany talking, but I always like to say their full name. Matt and Brittany said, yes, love the idea of ordering a ruler ahead of time. Yep. And so you do have your rulers up on your website, correct?
We do. And you should be able to, even if you want to order it and pay for it ahead of time, you're supposed to be able to say local pickup. But somebody told me that's not working real good on our website, so I need to go take a look at that. And you can always put in the notes, just bring to SME and we'll bring it for you. But let me make sure that sometimes our host just changes things. So
yeah, that's why I got somebody special to redesign our whole website. So we don't have that problem anymore. That's wonderful. And then I know that y'all got some new bags in too that were really nifty, but it's for a specific type of ruler, correct?
Yeah.
You have
to come by and see them.
Yeah, come by our booth and ask what rulers come with the special, really cool bags. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, come see us. And you and I might be talking some more later too. So as we get closer, I can show you. And we try to have good packaging, useful, practical. But these bags are so cool that sometimes people don't even buy the ruler, they just buy the bag, which makes me laugh.
I mean, we came by and said, okay, what do we have to buy to get the cool bag? Because the bags are really cool. I love them. Okay, let's see. Man, we're hopping around. Okay, we kind of talked about some of it, but what are you bringing? Is there anything else you're bringing to Sew Magical?
Oh yeah, we also do handmade seam rippers, but even more than that, we're bringing a whole bunch of really cool pens that Rick makes.
Yes.
We just got some cool steampunk ones in and skulls, and he sold out of dragons at the last show, so he's making a bunch more dragons. We have old-fashioned handmade tops. You pull the string, and Rick has made them and they spin. So we bring all that kind of fun stuff.
I saw that on your Instagram page. So if they don't know, you also have an Instagram page that they can follow you all on.
Yeah, that's Off the Wall Quilt. My Facebook page is all Off the Wall Quilting. It was an error that was made years ago, and Facebook has been unwilling to help me fix. So we have two different ones. Yeah.
It's awesome. But I think one of the things I shared the other day that I also love that y'all make is the seam ripper holders, the cases. Those are really cool. Goodness. And they have really funny, like a lot of quirky sayings and things on it. My favorite, and somebody else messaged me and say the same thing, was Rip Punzel was on it. And I feel like that's very on key with our crowd.
So those, they're just a little tin, and it has some foam in it, and it holds your seam ripper, or it could hold a pen. And we got those a few months ago. And so Rick and I said, okay, we need to come up with 10 fun sayings to put on these. This is going to be hard. Well, we had to shut it down after 5 minutes because we kind of have a crazy sense of humor. There's Jack the Ripper. One says I'm more of a ripper than a quilter. You
Yeah,
know,
I know they were funny. I love them.
so we just got a fresh batch in, and I think they're all listed on our website. If you just search under the word tin, TIN,
Okay,
they'll
good
come
to
up.
know.
And, yeah, you know, I think I'll come up with a couple special ones that we'll only sell at
Ooh,
SME. What would that be?
ooh. SME exclusives are always a hit.
Like maybe one with a dinosaur on it or something.
Oh, we could get it just to put like random things in. You would put his change in it or something, knowing him. Like that's amazing. Okay, anything else that you're bringing that you wanted to mention?
Oh, I just packed the whole van. You'd think I could remember. Um,
Y'all got a lot of goodies, so
yeah, the rulers and the design walls are really our main products, and fun. We just pack a lot of fun in that van. Have you guys seen our van?
oh my gosh, I don't have a picture of it all like with me.
It's on
Oh, it's
Facebook.
on the
It's
website.
on my personal page.
That's right, it is. Yeah, you just put it up on the as the cover, right? Let me
Yeah.
see if I could pull it up real quick. Oh my
Okay. Because the van is so much fun. And so you have to look for us on the road and in the parking lot.
Michelle, when we went into OSQE to see y'all and the other amazing vendors, Michelle took a selfie with it. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, look, there's a van, and she took a quick selfie. Okay, so I know this isn't the website. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, there you go. This is a this is a graphic of it, but it's literally a quilt pattern on their van, and it's so vibrant, and it's so hard to miss it. It's so hard.
And it's a great big Sprinter van. So like the great big oversized Amazon vans, it's like that. It's
Yeah,
huge.
it's
Yeah.
massive. So yeah, definitely there's a picture of Michelle in front of it, and then on your page as well, you have the actual photo of it. I'm gonna have to find it and reshare it in the group.
Well, and I heard something about that we might be providing some little acrylic. The name of the van is Maxine Van Sprinter, by the way. And
I did not know that. That's
because
awesome.
we had a minivan. So when we got this one, we called it the Maxi van, and then we named her Maxine Van Sprinter.
I love it.
So we have little acrylic key fobs that look like her, and I heard that those might be in some of the swag bags.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. I love that. That's amazing. See, I'm learning something new here tonight. Oh, I wouldn't want to mention there's one more thing that I thought was ingenious that y'all sell. And I told Rick, I was like, I need you to put more of these out because they will be a hit with our crowd. It was your pop sockets. You
Oh,
have off the wall quilt pop sockets.
yeah.
And he was like, had a genius idea. I don't know which one of you two came up with it, but to put the pop socket on top of the ruler to hold it. And I'm like, how has nobody thought of this? It's ingenious. And I just love your branding on it. And they're just so cool.
Yeah, they're really fun. And actually, customers told us that. And so we can print those. We have a UV printer.
Mhm.
It's not stickers, so it doesn't come off. You can't peel it off or anything. So we UV print on those little pop sockets. And yeah, they're really brilliant because you can, put it down almost flat when you're storing your ruler and then pop it up and you have a handle to hold on to. So
Love it.
yes, we'll definitely be bringing some fun ones of those. And we're getting ready. We're actually completely sold out of those right now.
Are you really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
we're getting ready to do some new designs on them. So
Very cool. I'm
yeah.
excited. Whenever I see y'all go to a show that is easy enough for me to get to, I'm always there. And I'm always liking to see what other cool little things y'all bring to the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we have anything else? I'm trying
So
to
let's
think.
see. Somebody asked do our neon rulers come in? What colors? Green. This one's called green. I don't know if you can see it. And it
Yeah.
really glows. It super glows. And
And I
then we
remember asking you the first time I walked up, I'm like, do y'all have special lights in your booth
yeah,
that's making it shine like that? And you're like, no, it's just that's how that acrylic is. It's just
yeah.
that like vibrant and fluorescent.
Yeah, it is. And our favorite phone call is people will call a couple times a year and ask where the batteries go.
Are you serious? I love that.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
do
it
too.
fits it.
So there are some people though, and it's a proven brain thing. They can't look at that color, that neon green. Okay, safety green, whatever it is. And
Mhm.
so we also have a lot of our rulers. And this is kind of hard to see. This is, they call it yellow. To me, it looks orange. You can see the edge glowing there.
Yeah.
And so we also have the rulers in that color. And if you're pre-ordering a specific ruler and you don't see it on our website in which color you want, just put it in the notes and we'll make it for you.
Yeah.
That's easy enough to do. So yeah, happy to do that. And yeah, come see the glowing rulers.
The glowing rulers. That's why I said it's such an easy booth to find, because it's the very vibrant glowing rulers booth. Very hard to miss, y'all. It's always easy to find you.
Good.
You're great. I did miss a couple of questions. I hope you come to Texas. Hint, hint, hint. For
Yeah.
February SME. We hope so too, because
We're planning on it.
Yes. I always love it. I know I keep getting people asking me, like, who's coming to Texas? I'm like, I don't know yet. It's like, we haven't opened it. We're trying. We're getting there. But glad to hear it. It makes me happy to have our vendors kind of traveling around with us. Everybody loves your van. And oh, Lily says, we knew the van before we knew y'all. That's hilarious.
So something funny happened a couple weeks ago. We drove over to Lakeland and we needed our car. So I followed Rick. He was driving the van and I was driving the car behind him. And people kept honking and waving. Well, when we're in the van, we can't hear that. So we didn't know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Is it that quiet in the side of the van?
No, it's so loud.
Oh, never mind, the opposite direction.
Yeah. Here, Rick's here. Come here, Rick.
Is it the Rick?
There's his chest.
Hey, Rick, how's it going?
Good.
This is the other face behind Off the Wall Quilt, the guy always in the booth. So when Julie's teaching, you see Rick here hanging out, and he can answer all the questions too, can't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it's great to see you. How's it going?
Good. It's going good.
Yeah, excited for your next show?
Yeah, we are.
We're talking about how cool your van is.
Yeah.
And how people knew the van before they knew you.
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, they come up to us in Buc-ee's and at rest areas. And when we did the Daytona show, we met neighbors who lived down the street from us, and they knew our van, not us.
Are you serious? That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my goodness.
One of the fun things is we got a UV printer, or not a UV printer, a 3D printer, and I 3D printed our van. Now we just got to figure out how to get the quilt printed on it.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. I love that. You would figure out a way to do that.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think this might be a question for Rick too, so that's good. You had some of those beautiful sterling silver thimbles for long nails last year, and they meant to get some. Are you going to bring those back?
The thimbles.
The thimbles. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, Ray, there's your answer. They're bringing them back.
We will.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. All right, let me see. Is there any more questions for Rick and Julie while we got them on the phone tonight? On the virtual phone. Let me see. Everybody's saying how cool it is. Ray says, hi, Rick. And then you answered, oh, Ray's very happy you're bringing back the thimbles.
All right, good.
And then you already answered the neon one. All right, cool beans. I think that's all the questions we have for you tonight. Was there anything else that you wanted to tell us?
We're very accessible, and yeah, we're in the group, and I do read. And so if you guys think of anything, if you have any questions, or you want to just interact with me about the class or anything, oh, you know what, Kayla, we're gonna have to come back and talk about my other classes sometime.
We do. We need like a secondary teacher spotlight with you, because I believe there's 2 more in work.
Yeah,
and there's special ones.
Yeah, one's really cool, especially. So, yeah, but you can ask us questions, and like I said, we're just really accessible. But then we really want you to come by and introduce yourself and say hi to us at the show.
Oh yeah, y'all are super personable and super fun to come and hang out with. That's how I met y'all a couple years ago during the midst of COVID, and you were just so friendly. So I wholeheartedly agree. Everybody go talk to Off the Wall Quilt and anybody in the booth. They're just so sweet.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I'm going to drop you down if that's all we have. And then the rest of the folks can hang around and we'll keep talking about some fun wine and chat stuff. But thank you so much for coming on again.
Thank you. We've enjoyed it and can't wait. Oh, it's still a long ways away, but we can't wait.
Same here. Y'all have a good road trip coming up here soon.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, the rest of my smears, stay on. I've got some goodies for you tonight. Don't drop. Trust me. I've got some things to announce. Who wants some announcements? Maybe. All right. Can I get a heart or something? Somebody give me a heart so I know. Okay. So that was the amazing Julie and Rick from Off the Wall Quilt. I love them. I met them several years ago at OSQE. And I just think they're the biggest sweethearts. I'm so glad that they came last year and that they're going to continue to hang out with us for this year. And it sounds like Texas too. Very exciting. So speaking of Texas, real quick, I wanted to mention, if anybody doesn't know, we are expanding. 2023 is year 5 for Sew Magical Expo. So we are expanding. So the current additional location announced is Texas in February, from February 17th through the 19th. Tickets and information and vendor applications and teacher applications will be coming soon. The new website will drop all this fun goodies and all these fun things. So stay tuned for that. That's coming. It's gonna be great. And yes, Ray, I've got some tea. I've got some tea for y'all tonight. So if your friends didn't stick around, they're gonna be jealous. I'm just saying. So next, I want to talk real quick. We have the 5K giveaway coming up. We are, last I looked, we were only 80 people away from hitting 5K. And already so far in the 5K giveaway, we've had, I've got at least 5 no, that's more than that. I have 5 sponsors so far. Gigi's Fabric Shop sent me a whole, I don't even have the box next to me, a whole kit to make the Daphne bag, like everything you need to make it. And it's amazing. All sponsored by Gigi's Fabric Shop. If you don't know, they're the group Juki's Junkies down in South Florida. They sell Juki's, obviously, but they have a whole fabric shop and everything. So definitely check them out. Hissy Fit Fabrics, one of our vendors this year, is donating a $50 gift card. Twisted Ember Fabrics, or Twisted Ember Designs, one of our vendors for 2022 Florida, is donating a $100 gift card. Sorry, y'all saw my phone. There you go. New Moxie and More, another 2022 Florida vendor, is donating 2 $25 gift cards. And So Awesome Supplies, another 2022 Florida vendor, is donating 2 $25 gift cards as well. But there's several more people who've already messaged me and saying they want to donate. So there's going to be even more coming. See, even Ray from Emporium Threads is saying, hello, I'm one of them. Yes. See, and this is my fault because, people tell me they want to donate and sometimes I forget to write it down. So Ray from Emporium Threads is going to be donating something as well. It's going to be wonderful. Oh my gosh, Cherish, you're going to be with us instead of Hub's birthday. That's so funny. I mean, he can always tag along and he could feel like he's getting a birthday trip out of it. But I'm so glad you're hanging out with us. It's going to be great. Yes, Ray, tell him you snooze, you lose, you drop off on a wine and chat. You lose out on the cool stuff. So 5K giveaways coming up. So let's see, y'all share away for your friends and in the groups that allow you to share about Sew Magical. And then that way we can get to the 5K and we can do the giveaways. It's going to be so good. There's so many more people coming with amazing sponsorship and goodies. And we do a big sponsorship or a big giveaway every time we do it. Okay, so I wanted to talk real quick about classes that have been announced so far. If you've missed any of those, the best way to see them quickly, I will say this, is right now is on our Instagram. Until our new website is up and running, this is the quickest way. So this is our Sew Magical Expo. Go Sew Magical Expo on Instagram. This is the quickest way to see them all in one stop. You can even hit like the stories here. Yeah, my computer wants to cooperate with me. You can flip through them really easily, and you can see all the ones is on here on that little stories button, or you can just kind of scroll down. So since the last Wine and Chat, we've announced some really good ones. Lauren Mormino is coming back to teach this time the For Love of Change. Really cool reverse applique, coin pouch, small, easy to learn, really great skill. The upholsterer's daughter. I can't say that word. Madeline, such a sweet woman. I met her last year. She's coming to teach the rope bowl, which I know it sounds so simple, but I was amazed how many of y'all were like, I've been wanting to try this. So that's here as well. Sew Your Bag is coming to teach this year, and they're vending. So this amazing print fabric, she has ones just like that coming to her booth, plus her patterns, plus you can learn about how to subscribe to the Sew Your Bag subscription box. But she's going to be teaching this reversible tote bag pattern that she has. Super cute. On our Facebook page, somebody asked if there was like a less busy print that you could see it in. That's there's a post with a picture on there if you want to see it kind of like in a different color. As we just talked about with Julie from Off the Wall Quilt, she'll be teaching the undersea applique. Literally everything you need to make that is all in the class kit, and you can go home and make it again in a different way. It's super fun and super, super interesting. Next, Creations by Connie is teaching a second class. As you can see down here, she's got her all about water bottle holders. She's also going to be teaching you how to make a patch this year, which I just think is amazing. I know everybody, including myself, are always interested how these patches work and how you make them. How can you take an embroidery design and turn it into one? So she's going to be teaching you with her patch designs that she sells on her site, Creations by Connie Embroidery, how to do these. Super neat. And then Jennifer Falcon from Miss Pinup Miami is coming back again to teach the circle skirt. This class is requested every year. The circle skirt is so versatile, and if you've never made a piece of clothing, you can do this. This is several of my friends. It was their first introductory to making a piece of clothing, and it's still the only piece of clothing they are willing to make because it's the only one that doesn't scare them. But it's so fun. She teaches you the math on how to do it and how to be able to do it to your body style. But you can use it in cosplay and costuming and everyday wear and running skirts. There's so many possibilities. So definitely check out all these amazing classes. These are just some of them. I just looked before this, and I have at least, don't quote me because I don't even know how many I've announced so far. I have at least 30 more classes that we're working on in the background. And this is why it takes us a little time to get through the teacher applications and announce these classes, because there's so many amazing different things. And I'm not talking about like individual, like, you know, the circle skirt is going to be taught twice potentially, and we're counting that as 2 classes. No, I'm talking about 30 individual types of classes yet to be announced. Just mind-blowing how many other really cool things that we're teaching on this year. Way to go, Becky. I'm just kidding. Because she said this. Can I get in on this action? Yes, of course. You can definitely get in on this action, and you can also donate to the Sew Magical Expo 5K Facebook giveaway. Just send me a message. Becky, by the way, is Hannah Woodworking, who has the seam rippers that everybody's been flipping out about. I saw Kasaya from Saya Swag, one of our vendors and teachers this year. She got one and posted about her in her group. So I just think it's so cool to see that. Yes, everybody raved about her class last year. Really cool. She's doing the shoe covering class, which was really popular and requested to come back again. Oh man, Becky's working on a new product. You're always blowing my mind. Like you came out with a necklace version of the seam ripper. What else are you coming out with? Like, it's like a knack of all trades, like always throwing in some curveballs over here. All right, so that's all the class announcements so far. Trying to get one every other day to every day, so that way we can get y'all as much information as we can, even while we're sitting here waiting for the new website to come out and for us to be able to show you the cool new class schedule, which I'm very excited about as well. That's also still in work, but it's going to be great. Oh, thanks, Brittany. I appreciate it. Yeah. This is my dream job, is getting to do this every day and to work through the logistics of these events. And I'm very excited to be able to do multiple events next year and be balancing all the different class schedules. And it's so much fun. It really is. And I truly feel blessed to be able to meet y'all every year and bring something different and listen to what y'all really want and try to up our game every event. Okay, so one of the things, this is like the little tea that I was talking about. Aw, Lily, I love y'all too. You're so sweet. By the way, if you didn't know, Lily and Melanie had a Kal-El/Zorel live sale on this app I've just learned about. It's a Pop Shop, and it's an app. You download it, go on there, and go follow Kal-El on there. You can find it on Zorel's Facebook, and they did like some amazing sales on their Kal-El stuff, which I love. I bought some of their stuff on Kal-El, but then they had vinyl, and the vinyl sold out so dang quick, and I was never fast enough. And Lily had the funniest and best trivia, and I got maybe one right, and I was still too slow. So props y'all. That was a very fun and interesting way to try to buy more crap that I just need to stop spending money on. Not that your stuff's crap. We love your stuff. Oh my gosh, y'all are hilarious. I still say you don't sleep. I definitely sleep. I promise I do. Some. I got my nails done today. I took a nap while I was in the chair getting a pedicure and manicure. So I took a nap today. SME is the best show, organized show. I love it. You do a great job. Oh, thanks, Ray. Y'all are so sweet. I love y'all. Okay, so I'm going to show, if I can get the picture to work, I've got some new swag to show y'all. Oh no, why is it not working? Okay, hold on. Un momento. I'm Cherish. I'm glad you are entertained by my I took a nap today. Let's see. This is in preview. Let me see. I think the only items in preview are these. Okay. No, don't leave the site. What is going on? It's not letting me do it. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find another way to do this real quick. But we're coming out with some really cool swag. We have a new fabric design coming and dropping, and then we also have. Ooh, maybe I can do it on Finder. Nope, not working. Wonderful. I know I'm a tease. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying. Maybe I can do it. No, that's not letting me either. Oh my goodness. I'm trying so hard. I promise to get this up. Okay, maybe if I can do it this way. Okay. Hold, please. Anywho, so we have some fabric coming out. We're pivoting here, all right? And as y'all know, this we had the Bubbles fabric come out last year. And this year we're coming out with a new theme that's going to match our 2022 shirts, our 2022 VIP shirts, yep, that's me. Thanks, Facebook. Yep, that's me. Give me my code. Are y'all entertained right now? I sure hope so. And 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 we're coming out with the badges are also gonna match it. And if my lovely internet will work with me, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Okay. And it includes the duckies. I'm trying so hard to get this working. Yes, I'm glad y'all are cracking up right now. This is hilarious. Yes, I want to save my browser. I also want to be able to post the dang thing. Okay. So one of the things, if y'all saw, there was a very interesting post going around this past day or so about Becky's Seam Rippers. We got a lovely new woman to our group who I asked her, I was like, oh, how did you find out about us? And she said, oh, it was from your post about check out these seam ripper yumminess, which was my repost about Becky's seam rippers. And she posted something that Becky then reposted, and we were all laughing because she said she had to go Google this word. Let me see. She said, un momento, I'm pulling it up. They are gorgeous. This is talking about the seam rippers, by the way. Very pretty, pointy things for stabbing recalcitrant, I can't say this, recalcitrant projects, of which I have several in the timeout pile, which was hilarious because then Becky said, oh, for those who had to Google it, yes, good old Scoops over here. Let me see if it'll let me share this page now. Huh? Yeah, there we go. Which my amazing graphic designer who I tagged in it, Natalia, went and created this shirt last night after I tagged her in it. So look, it's recalcitrant is how you say it. So recalcitrant sewist. And this does match our theme for this year. There's hints of it in here, I promise. So this cracked me up so much. I had to share it. So this is definitely going in the swag pile. It's going to be available on the website, and it's going to be available at the swag booth this year. Yes, I'm not kidding. It's hilarious. So yes, I do find your ignorance highlighting. It's hilarious. What does it mean? Oh no. Okay, so Becky went and Googled the definition. Okay, hold on. Let me stop sharing. You never know what's on my Facebook anymore. The definition, she Googled and pasted in there the definition. It's having an I can't speak. An uncooperative attitude towards authority or discipline. So like the project's not cooperating with you. But it was hilarious. If I Google it, I'll have to leave the one in chat. Nope. That's what the definition is. But it was hilarious, and I was dying laughing when this morning I woke up and she sent it to me, and I'm like, I was kidding, but this is amazing. So that matches our theme, and I'm really bummed right now. I'm gonna try one other method to see if I can get the fabric design that I really want to show y'all tonight on here, because it's a doozy. It's so good. I think I know where I can find it at. Nope, I can't go there either. Why are you arguing with me? Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to post it maybe. I don't know. This is the perk of coming on here, is you get to see things. Then everybody gets to see. Let me try one other way. No, that's not going to be the theme. Please don't let that be the theme this year. Please. Unless y'all think of me as your friend and your family and not anybody in charge. That'd be wonderful. And then, yeah, everybody, be recalcitrant. Can we all practice how to say that before the next expo? Because that'd be great. Okay. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to get this dang fabric up. I'm going to skip to the end real quick because I do still have 2 vendors to announce, one who has not been announced yet, and a couple more things I was going to talk to y'all about. But in the meantime, go ahead and tell me, what are y'all working on while I attempt to get my laptop to cooperate with me tonight? I've never had an issue trying to share an image before, so this is a new one for me. And then as y'all are doing this, oh my gosh, Ray is working on packing the hardware. Yep. Come on, give me the image, please. She's working on packing hardware and templates. Yes. Ray, tell us about your new templates that we reshared. They're so stinking cool. Oh. Oh. Interesting. I think I figured it out, y'all. There was an issue. You go there and then let's see. We've got some painting, new stone patterns, stone pattern weight patterns. I'm assuming this is Constance, their lovely new business that she has now. Becky, you're already working on SME product? Man, that's going to be great. Okay. Oh, it's not letting me do it anymore. Oh, that's no bueno. Okay, I'm going to get creative here. We're going to do it. We're going to make it work. Okay. Last minute show tomorrow. So Sewing Up Storm. Oh my gosh, Lily. That would make me so anxious. Oh, here's Ray. Read Ray's new thing she's doing. It's so stinking cool. Because as y'all know, she's got her amazing ability to do her patches, but she also does really neat acrylic templates as well. So if you go on her website, you can check that out. But read her comment while this is fighting me further. Oh, hey, thanks. Nope, doesn't like me. I don't want to register. Matt, you're working on another quilt. You're always working on quilts, man. How do you do it? I'm so blown away. Okay. I'm going to pivot while I'm still trying to work on this. So one of the vendors that we just announced was Tay-Tay's Custom Fabrics. And I know I can share this screen because I got it working earlier. Voila. There we go. This is Tay-Tay's Custom Fabric. They just joined with us as a vendor as well. And they've got some really neat stuff. They're located in Alabama. So they've got some really nifty stuff, both in pre-order and retail. Zipper pulls of both many different magical types. I just love that she has Highlander stuff because I'm a Highlander nerd all day long. And if you don't know what that is, Outlander. Look up Outlander. And then she's got this really cool fabric section in both pre-order and, retail. She's got some really cool stuff out here as well. So definitely follow her socials and give her some love. And then one that I haven't announced yet is Caterpillar. If y'all haven't, we did a mail opening a few weeks back where we had met Caterpillar. They're wonderful, wonderful ladies. Okay, so Caterpillar is the company, but who we met was KLM Crafting, and they sell Caterpillar products, but they're wonderful. So if you're really interested in getting some of their product before the show, go to this site, which is klmcrafting.com. And then all their links and everything will be on their vendor announcement here shortly. They just signed with me today, so I'm very excited for this. But they have some of the coolest stuff. their light boards is what we showed on a mail opening. So if you go back and look at, I think it was like 2 mail openings ago from when we did Daytona, that's where Michelle has shown this off. Yes, we fought over who was getting this. She won. But it's really neat. So I just think it's really cool, especially if you do anything with heat transfer vinyl or any sort of vinyl weeding and everything like that. I have a crappy light pad, and theirs is way better, and it includes the cutting mat too. But if you go to the show, you'll see they have different cutting mats. They have different types of light boards. This one is USB, so you just charge it and take it with you. It's amazing. All sorts of really cool stuff. They have the bags to go with it. They have these really cool grippers. They have some rotary cutters, and then they have these paper cutters as well. And so, fun fact, sneak peek, they're also teaching a class, which is a secret. That has yet to be announced just yet. But it's there, and they're definitely coming and hanging out with us and teaching and vending. They're super fun. They definitely fit in the SME family vibe. Let's just say that much. And then, as I'm trying to still get this up, you know, we're getting thrown loops here today. I may not be able to do the fabric design and show you all that today. Looks like technical difficulties are going to beat me out. But so that y'all are aware, we do have Dapper Day coming up here at the end of the month, which is so cool. If nobody's done Dapper Day before, oh, I can do this. I figured it out, I think. Hold on, let me see if it'll work. Sneaky. Okay, but if nobody knows what Dapper Day is, it's this very fun event that happens at Disney each year. All right, I think I figured it out, y'all. It's a miracle. I'll show you the fabric in a second. Oh, Lily's going to Dapper Day in Disneyland in April. That's very cool. Yeah, the one here in Orlando is actually the weekend after that. Yeah, it's on April 29th, 30th, and May 1st. What did I write? Yeah, the April 30th and May 1st is the date we're going to have our meetups. So each date at each park, we will have a meetup where you can come say, hey, we take a fun group picture, we hang out, we meet up, and it's just like, a little family reunion. You don't have to dress up, but a lot of people come in it's like vintage clothes, pin-up-y clothes, go look it up. Go look up pictures. We have some pictures on our Facebook group as well. If you go and search through it, it's a lot of fun. I have, hopefully my fabric comes in time and I can make my dress, but I'm trying to make 2 dresses this year instead of 1. So it's always a lot of fun. So you don't have to come dressed up. You just come and hang out with us. All right. Who's ready for the fabric? That I think I figured out how to do it. I have to share my own entire screen. So you're going to see, nobody laugh. You're going to see me first, like a duplication of this, and then you're going to see, hopefully, you're going to see, okay, let's see if it works. Okay. Come on. Yes, share this. Okay. Is it working? No. Is it working? Oh, it won't let me. I so thought I was going to get it to work. Dang nabbit. I was so excited. Share screen. Share. Nope, it's not letting me. Apparently, I got to go in and re-give it permission and all this nonsense. Okay, so by the next one in chat, I promise I will have the fabric up for y'all. But if you're in Patreon, I'll definitely share it there as well this week. I know, Cherish, it's a bummer. If y'all message me, I'll send you a picture of it. Oh, man. Where the heck? Okay, anybody else working on making anything tonight? Or if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask at any time. I'm always happy to answer whatever questions I can. I started thinking I had figured it out, but I did not. I apologize. I know there were some questions about when is class signups. Class signups are coming here soon. We will have the exact date on that shortly as well. So all the classes get announced first, and then we announce the schedule. After the schedule is announced and nope. After the schedule is announced and everything else is ready to go, then we announce when the date is on the class signups. So you have all the information you need. Ooh, good question. How many classes will there be this year? At least 50 again. The goal is always to have at least, what did I say? At least 50 classes. Class types looking like right now at least 40 to 50. And then there will be some duplications of the very popular ones. So the goal is every year to try to offer as many as we can, as many categories as we can. And then we have some really fun special nighttime classes this year that are planned, and some really fun activities and after hours events, let's call them. So lots to come, lots more to get announced. A lot of these fun, different like little things get announced as we get closer to it, because it's a lot of little details that we have to work on. And really the main schedule has to get done with the classes, and all the other things kind of fill in with it. Ooh, she's working on another jelly rug. Oh my gosh. Y'all are obsessed with certain projects now. I'm loving it. I really want to see pictures of these jelly rugs that you're making though. That's awesome. What am I saying? What am I saying? So you're going to have to send me a message. What did I say silly this time? Wouldn't surprise me. Let's see. When will you have info about classes and vendors for So Magical Texas in February? So here shortly, we should have the vendor and teacher application open to the public. When that happens, when that happens is when I will be able to start working on all the classes for next year. Usually we gauge around like 8 months-ish out from the event, sometimes closer. So all that information will start coming out as soon as we get the ball rolling on that. So give it a few more months and we should definitely have a lot more information out about Texas. But the information about ticket sales will also come out here shortly as well. So Texas is coming. We know the dates for Texas. Make sure you mark it on your calendar. It will be at Gaylord Texan. So we will have discounted room rates for the Gaylord Texan, cheaper than what you can get if you just went on your own. And so that'll be available. So all you got to really worry about ahead of time, if you want, is a flight. If you need to fly, or figuring out how you're going to get out there. Will the color scheme this year be slightly different than last year, like the dark teal instead of the purple shirts? Yes. So dark teal is the shirt color, the VIP shirt color of the year, which I don't have one in here. I have every single Spirit jersey color in front of me, but all the VIP shirts are currently sitting in the other room getting worked on. I'm actively making VIP shirts to make sure they're ready to go way in advance of the show this year. And yes, it'll be a deep teal color will be the color of the shirts. And actually here, if y'all want a sneak peek, this will be one of the shirt designs for this year. It also gives you a hint at the fabric. So I'm really teasing y'all on the fabric. I apologize. But it's so dang cute. So this will be the Florida 2022, one of the 2022 shirt designs that you can get. This is not the VIP shirt design. So just prefacing that. And then the badges kind of play on this fun design. It's they're hibiscus flowers and palm leaves and all this. So to me, besides it being my favorite flower, it falls into the fun theme of Florida, in my opinion. If you don't agree, I apologize. But it's really fun. Yes, our graphic designer this year, she's amazing. And I threw some ideas at her and she ran with it. And this was like round one. I had no changes. It was wonderful. So yeah, so all that will it'll all be interconnected. So it's like purples and these like teals and some greens. And don't worry, Ducky is included. And you're going to have to look. He's hidden and it's so dang cute. But very excited. Oh, that's a very good question. Will the ticket Texas prices be the same as Florida? They will be very close. So all the events for next year, we're having to take just a little bit of a closer look at our pricing and everything, since we are expanding so heavily. Nothing will be extreme. I promise you that. But there is a good chance that we will have a slight ticket increase just to be able to ensure that we're still offering you all the amazing exhibits and really the unique experience that we've been trying to get going. So they'll be roughly the same. I will say that much. So you can kind of use that to gauge your budget and just assume slightly higher. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. So 2023, it's not Texas versus Florida. It's just 2022 versus 2023. So I hope that helps explain that. Oh, I'm glad y'all like the shirt. Definitely love it. I feel like the brightness of my light is like shining on it really bad. But yes, it's one of my faves. And plus it's got like a little needle right here between the Florida and 2022. It's so dang cute. If I could sew Lego bricks, I'd be obsessed with that. I would be impressed if you could do that. I feel like if you just like drilled some holes in it and you use some like leather string, I think you could do it. I believe in you. You got this. Do we have any more questions besides why the heck can Kayla not get her screen share working for anything besides other tabs on here? If we have any questions at all. And I did want to put this here because I know I get questions about each one of these as well. The volunteer here, let me start over here. The volunteer application will be coming out with the new website. So if you're interested in participating in Magical Expo, all the benefits included with being a volunteer and what the different jobs will look like will be on the application to an extent. We'll ask you some basic questions and things like that. But we will have volunteer opportunities this year. So that I know a lot of y'all have asked in the past if we are going to do that. We are. We definitely are. We're getting bigger. There's going to be a lot of folks coming this year. So I'm very excited. Sponsorship application. If you are a business or a vendor of mine or want to be, the sponsorship application will also be coming out here shortly. It's going to have anything from the welcome bags to a lot of other fun opportunities that we're going to have available for you to kind of get your name out there as your business and also kind of get your products out there, even if you're unable to make it out with us this year. Machine rental applications. A lot of folks are asking me, okay, I don't want to bring my machine. What do I do? We will have our machines available to rent again. There are quite a few that we still haven't opened out of the box. So you will be potentially even sewing on a brand new machine. It's wonderful. They can be used for almost all the sewing based classes. They're really great brother pace setter machines. Check them out online if you want to ahead of time. No, they are not for purchase. They're only for renting. You can rent it per class, per day, or over the entire weekend. So that way, if you want to sew overnight in the Sew Magical Lounge, or when class is not occurring, you're able to do that as well. So that will come out after or when the class signups occur, so that you're able to after you sign up for your classes, you know what you're going to take and got into. You can kind of say, all right, I need a machine for this class, or this day and this weekend, or whatever it is. So those are coming as well. Lily, I thought you were working a booth, man. Lily works with Melanie as part of Zorel, which is one of our vendors. I'd be very interested to see if Melanie lets you off the hook, especially during certain times of the day. So Texas will be like Florida, just a different location. For the most part, yes. It'll be different vendors, different teachers. Some vendors and teachers will overflow and be in both locations. But yes, it's the same concept. It's So Magical part 2. We are going to all the different locations we can possibly go to. So that way the folks that can't make it out to us in Florida can maybe make it out to us in Texas. I know a lot of the West Coasters are wanting us to move farther out that way because of, travel costs and things like that. So Texas will be our next location, and it will be just like Florida. There might be some slight differences and nuances based on the location and just the uniqueness of that amazing hotel, but it's really cool. Oh, no worries, Leah. I hope I answered your question. If you need me to talk slower because of the captions, let me know. I know sometimes I can ramble. Yeah, Lily, I didn't think she would. So that's kind of what everything's looking like for the different applications. So don't worry, everything's in work in the background. Things are moving along. It's gonna be great. I figured out one more way I might be able to show you a sneak peek, but nobody y'all are gonna laugh at me. We're doing the phone trick, y'all. It's gonna be great. Here, let me see if it'll let me do it. Because I feel terrible. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Here, let me turn down the brightness. Oh no, it's too dark. Nope, that's my phone. No, it's so bleh. You can't see it at all, can you? No, maybe that's better. Ha, it is better. Okay, we're figuring out the formula here. Okay, so it's terrible photo. I apologize. There we go. So it's the hibiscus flowers, but with So Magical scattered around in the different colors. So I know this was like a question about the color scheme. We're very vibrant and floral and fun this year for Florida. So if you want to wear a Hawaiian shirt at some point, I think that would be a fun theme day. Maybe do they make Hawaiian themed PJs? Can our PJ party be Hawaiian themed? Any thoughts on this? Okay. So that was one. Yes, Texas is next door to me, not a 15-hour drive. Oh, that's good. Maybe you could make it out to both. Trust me, it'll be a different crowd of people. It'll be different classes. It'll be different vendors, because there's a lot of vendors who can make it out to Texas that will never be able to make it out to Florida due to like feasibility and making it out there. Do you anticipate the sewing machines likely being all spoken for early on? Because we offer it per class, we make sure that we have as many availabilities as possible. So because because it's kind of like scattered about, we're able to kind of fill in the gaps with a machine that's only rented by the class. So that also works out really well. And we always kind of keep an eye and gauge, whether we need to invest in more machines or not. So I'm not too concerned, but I would say don't wait on it. Make sure that, once you sign up for your classes, if you do feel like you really do want to rent a machine, that you do that ahead of time. Hi, Damien. I'm so glad that you're wanting to come out and help us at all the upcoming expos as well. If you don't know who Damien is, you'll get it later on this year. Oh, Ricky. Oh, Texas is better with food, huh? I'm not going to deny that. I mean, nobody comes to Florida for food. Unless you want like really good Spanish food. We had that for lunch. It was delicious. But yeah, the barbecue is way better out there. I'm glad you're laughing with me and not at me. There's one more fabric design if y'all want to see it, because that one, it's that black one is my favorite with the hibiscus flowers, but this one cracks me up. Y'all want to see another one? As I'm sitting here reading your questions real quick. I'm glad y'all think the fabric's cute. Do they do if you get the fabric and make it. Lily, I have a plan for Dapper Day with this fabric, and I'm hoping it comes to fruition, because all the strike fabrics on it, it's supposed to be on its way in, but there's all these fun issues, as I'm sure you two know. So I'm really hoping it comes in, because I have something fun planned. It's going to be my strike, and I usually don't strike for myself because I don't have time to sew very often. Will the fire sewing machine that says it's fine be available this year for a t-shirt design? Yes, we're bringing that design back. That was a big hit. It was a popular one. If you don't know what she's talking about, go on to the So Magical website under the swag. Click any of the spirit jersey or hoodie pre-orders, and you can go see all the different designs that we offered last year and that we still offer now. Yeah, we're bringing that one back. That one's a lot of fun. That was fun trying to get that designed because we had a very clear vision. We're trying to communicate that we wanted a sewing machine on fire. Was really fun. I love how y'all are talking to each other in the background. I'm so glad the Texas show is so close to some of y'all. Okay. Ricky, are you going to make the trek to Texas as well? I know it's quite a ways away. I agree. That's a great question there. Okay, so here's the other fabric. Let me do this without showing all my other photos on the bottom. Oh, it's so hard to get it clear. Can y'all see the little duckies hidden in the flowers? He's so cute. Okay, and so if you don't know, the So Magical Ducky is a thing. And I have like thousands next to me right now. We're revamping this room over here, so I'm sorry for the crinkling. But I bought a Jeep last year for So Magical. And so if anybody knows Jeep culture, they give each other rubber duckies. So I said, what a great marketing strategy, that's a better word, to put my logo on it. And so whenever I'm in like Joann's parking lots or Hobby Lobby or Michael's, I put this with like some cards, and I was putting them in the Jeeps there that I saw. And I said, oh. So I posted about it. I said, is anybody else a Jeep owner? Do you get it? And then it blew up. Everybody loved the duckies. So somehow the duckies have gone out of proportion. We have special edition duckies. We have purple and silver. And I have 2 more special edition colors coming in time for Expo this year. They're supposedly en route. We all know what that means. It could take another 6 months. But those are en route. 2 more fun colors that one of them are going to match the theme for this year, and the other one is just a color I really wanted. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But so the So Magical Ducky has become the mascot. So of course, when I came up with the design idea, I said, can you incorporate a ducky? And it's so stinking cute. He's so cute. He's hidden in there. And then, so when you get your VIP shirt, be on the lookout. There's a ducky hidden there. He's not super easy to find, but he's there, and it's so dang cute. Yes, the vintage sewing machine design will also be back. I just did a shirt with that the other day, and it came out so stinking cute. It's like a blue vintage machine with some floral on it. Gorgeous. Love that design. Let's see. What did I miss? Why is there a curtain behind you? Is it a secret location? Nope, it's a wall behind me, I promise. See? Just a wall. No secret door behind me. Nope. I got a smaller backdrop because I got one for Michelle so she could do mail openings with me, and I got jealous, so I bought myself one and set up a new location for Wine and Chats and all our lives, and hopefully some videos I want to do in the future. But what did you miss, Lillian? We had a vendor and teacher spotlight with Julie from Off The Wall Quilt. We talked about a new vendor, Caterpillars, coming to hang out with us. And I showed the recalcitrant, I hope I'm saying it right, the recalcitrant sewist shirt. I don't even know if Laura Mormino's seen that yet, but she was the one that posted, like, that should be a shirt idea. Cracked me up. So that's going to be that plus scoops. So if you're a Patreon, if you know, scoops will be a whole another shirt theme that we're working on as well. It's going to be great. I'm glad I stayed on later tonight. Hello, everybody joining in. This is not going to turn into a Patreon call, I promise, which is several hours long every time we do it. It's once a month, which is a lot of fun. But y'all crack me up. Oh, we got multiple. I drive a Jeep. I would love to have one. Yes, send me a message, Jean. That's wonderful. We got the Jeep group on here. Ooh, a tattoo version of a sewing machine would be so cool for a t-shirt design. Oh, that's a good idea, Lily. Let me get on it with my artist. Wait, hold the phone's a scoop shirt. Oh yeah, there's a scoop shirt design brewing up ahead. So I'll try to get it. I'll get it done before the next Patreon. Which, by the way, I did write that down, that I was gonna say that tonight. If you're in Patreon, we do once a month Zoom calls, which are hilarious, and we do it for quite a few hours in case people can't make it on at certain times, and just because we're having so much fun. And half the time, it's never like this. I'm not talking to y'all. It's a Zoom call, and everybody's talking to each other. And at some point, I'm like crying, laughing for whatever reason. So the next one is not going to be on a Tuesday like normal. It's going to be on a Wednesday for some particular reasons. But it's going to be 4/27 is going to be the next one. So towards the end of this month, it's a very, very busy month this month for me. You crack us up, we crack you up. Or does she quack us up? Gosh. This is why I can't take y'all anywhere. Can we pre-order a scoop shirt, please? I need that for an upcoming trip. Oh, I should try to get it done in time for that. This is a good idea, Ray. Okay, let me see if I can try to get it done. Quite a few hours, aka 6. Okay, yeah, the last one was probably record-breaking. I think we did go 6 hours because I got to bed so late. It was great. I think all of us had dinner plus a snack at some point. It was wonderful. So if you're not on Patreon, definitely check it out. I am on April 1st. So here in the next few weeks, I will be dropping a revamp of the whole Patreon layout. So if you're wanting to wait for that, you can. But anybody that's on there right now is not going to lose any of their benefits. I'm just revamping it, adding some additional tiers so that we can get as many people involved and feel part of that community as well. But there is never any pressure to join Patreon at all. So just FYI, it's just another fun thing that we do on the side. Yeah, Becky, I'm pretty sure like it was after you when we started going more than like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I blame you too. That's okay. We're all supervising each other, and none of us should be unsupervised. So it's great. It's chaotic, and it's a fantastic time. Does anybody have any questions at all? Ask me anything. I'm here. We have a lot of different projects in work right now that hopefully in the next few months I'll be able to announce. There's some big ones and some little ones, but they're really cool, and I'm hoping it'll allow more people who are in the So Magical family be able to actually come out and spend time with us in some form or fashion. So that's all the sneak peek I'll give on that. But there are some really neat things in work and some really cool partnerships we're trying to build. So it's gonna be great. Yes, Patreon is a whole mood. I'm gonna have to Google what is FAFO. I love it. See, I don't know something. What is FAFO? And yes, I've been in a Sprinter van once, but I didn't know. Maybe they had a very fancy Sprinter van. That was a comment from earlier is, Kayla, how can you tell us you've never been in a Sprinter van without telling us? When I asked if it was too quiet, and that's why they didn't hear anybody honking at them. Oops. So by the way, that fabric is also going to be available in a white base, not just a black base, on both of those designs. And that plus 1, 2, 3, 4 other designs are going to be available that are oh, okay, that makes more sense. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it. But we have a bunch more fabric designs that are not necessarily like So Magical related, but I was having designed up anyway, so I figured if I liked them, maybe y'all would too. So I was gonna offer them. One is obscure, and I might have to explain it for anybody who gets it. But I think the photo of the strike, it's the second Dapper Day dress that I'm making. And once I take a photo with it, I'm hoping it'll start a revolution and make Disney add another wall, a painted wall. So we'll let you try to figure that out if you're any of y'all are Disney nerds. Any questions? I'm trying to think what else people have asked us recently on the group. Yes, parking will be half off again for Florida. And we did get it worked in that all locations for 2023 will also have half off parking. So at the time of the event. So, you know, what you see on the website now for that location may change. It happens. But we do work that deal. Does the ducky fabric say SME? It was hard to see. No, the ducky fabric doesn't say So Magical Expo on it. It just has the ducky hidden on it. So that way I was trying to do something that wasn't SME. So like if you wanted to use it for something else, you could. You know me, I like to try to have like, because last year we had the bubble fabric, and then I did the bubble fabric without the So Magical logo, which also is not in this room right now. Check out the group. All the people that won Luke's birthday vinyl giveaway have been getting their packages in the mail finally. So definitely check that out. All those will be available as well. So we're rerunning all of last year's fabrics. So the So Magical Expo bubbles and black and white base, and then the bubbles without the So Magical Expo will all be run. So those are, and then plus the 4 other 2022 So Magical designs and the 4 additional designs I mentioned earlier. During the expo, can we kind of dress up to attend a class like Batman or a bat? Asking for my inner child. Yes, you can. So since you didn't come last year, you wouldn't know, but there was one day that was like a bunch of people dressed up. Ray and her husband both dressed up. I'm going to botch the name. Ray, just type it so I don't botch it. Madam Mums? And her husband dressed up. And then Glitterbug Fairy, her whole group of fam dressed up as like Alice in Wonderland characters. My son is obsessed with dinosaurs, and he had a So Magical Expo Dinosaur Club ribbon that he was giving out if you could tell him what your favorite dinosaur was. And he was starting to tell people that they weren't allowed to say T-Rex anymore. Madam Mim and Merlin, thank you. I said mums. I apologize. That's who Ray dressed up as. It was super cool. And then, so Luke ended up at one point putting in those inflatable dinosaur costumes on, and he walked around almost half of a day doing the ribbons. It was super fun. So yeah, that was on the day that we did our fashion show, because you know some of the people dress in their fashion show outfits and they don't change out of it, so it's a lot of fun. It becomes like cosplay day almost. So I definitely think we're gonna make sure that cosplay day comes back. Oh yes, and Ricky did Edna Mode. That's right, that one was really cool too. Edna Modes are all our like inner superhero for us sewists. It was wonderful. But we're all so exhausted we couldn't play the parts. Yes. This is why we have the coffee station every day at So Magical Expo. And tea. So if you don't drink coffee, because I'm not a coffee drinker. Good question, Jean. Is there a major deal to get transportation to and from Universal Studios to the hotel? Or should I look into renting a car? So I know Gaylord, if you're staying there, they have a shuttle that'll take you to the Disney parks. I do not believe they have a Universal one. I believe you're going to have to weigh those prices yourself. I don't believe the hotel has anything. You can always post in the group about it and see what other people have done. I know a lot of people, if they don't want to rent a car because they don't want to leave or have to pay for the parking, that they end up taking the Uber or Lyft or whatever car service you can find. So I would look into it, research a little bit more. Oh, coffee, yes. Yes, and we have a coffee sponsor this year. I'm so excited about it. So because Andy from Glitterbug Fairy was going to be very upset if I did not offer the coffee again. By the way, that coffee is free. Like we don't charge y'all for that. So the $120 ticket, if you're coming for 3 days, don't worry, you get some coffee in there. It's wonderful, especially if you're like going really quick in between classes or in and out of the vendor hall. So Glitterbug Fairy is actually going to be our coffee sponsor this year, which is hilarious. So we're coming up with let me rephrase that. They are coming up with some creative ways to display their love of coffee this year. Oh, here you go. Ray said you can Uber or Lyft to Universal, probably easier. Parking at Universal is like 20. Yeah, that's true. Universal parking is not cheap. So rental plus that is a lot. Uber, Lyft, if not transported. Remember, you have to pay for parking. That is correct as well. Will it take you to Disney Springs? I would give Gaylord Palms a quick call and ask where their shuttle location goes to and from. I don't know if it's a central location that you didn't have to take to the parks. I've never taken it myself. I just do know that they offer this service. So I would give them a quick call just to make sure. Yes, hotel plus Universal parking. Yes, Lillian, Glitterbug Fairy is all about their coffee. I loved it. I suggest Deathwise Coffee sponsor SME. What is Deathwise? I don't even. Oh, Death Wish. Okay. Am I going to Disney after? I always get this question, and I always want to say yes. Like I would love to go to Disney after. I'm going to try to. We get the request every year to have like a meetup at Disney afterwards for those who are going to go. It's like twofold. It's hard because, you know, we've just finished the show. We've got our trailer and we have to get home to unpack and like put everything back. But I've always wanted to, and we always stay until Monday. So I'll have to talk to Mr. So Magical Expo and see what I can work out for maybe like a meetup or something. It would not be before. It would definitely have to be after. But I think it would be fun because I think a lot of people would be interested in meeting up. But yes, I know you two would be in. I know y'all went last time and I so wanted to meet you guys up there, but it's so hard. Oh, Death Wish is a coffee. Highly caffeine coffee. You smell colors. That's hilarious. SME does Disney. Yeah. I love it. Y'all know I'm a Disney gal. I love it. I would even be willing to do Universal too, on a day. We'll have to see. That's a good idea. I should try to like push it through fruition and try to do it. That'd be a lot of fun. I would love Tuesday. Anybody gonna hang out till Tuesday so I can have like one day of not being on my feet? All right. Any other questions? Oh, you're doing Universal with Kathy. I love Kathy. If anybody doesn't know Kathy Ait Saeed, she owns a company called Ait Saeed Creations, and she is one of our vendors this year. Again, she's a repeat vendor, but she's moving from Florida to New York. So she's Airbnb-ing her house. Airbnb-ing her house. B&Bing. There you go. Sure. And she's redoing the house. So if you look on her group, you can see her where she's cutting the vinyl. That's actually on her kitchen table. And the backdrop is she painted it, and it's a Star Wars scene, and it's gorgeous. And then she did one of the other rooms with this beautiful magically inspired theme wall. They're so cool. So I'm trying to swizzle my way in there. So maybe we can do something fun there one weekend. I mean, I'm always like, we're going to all these different places to meet up, to knock out like so magical business stuff, like bag stuffing and making shirts for like all the VIPers and all sorts of different things. So I kind of want to just stay at Kathy's house now because it's so cool and it's so close to Disney. Ooh, Ray's going probably the week after. Yeah, it's like impossible to go the week before. Then you would be exhausted for So Magical, and that's never good. I love Universal. I do too. It's been so long since I've gone. I've gone to City Walk twice probably in the past year or so. But I really want to go to the Harry Potter side of things again. I mean, I've got so many wands. I really want to do my own robe. I want to go full Slytherin. It'll be great. All my Slytherins in the house will understand. We're the cool people. And I definitely want to do something Harry Potter themed this year. I don't know. I feel like we should have some sort of like house sorting. I know somebody said they were going to bring it. Who said it? I know you're on. Deanna, was it you? Who said they were going to bring their sorting hat? I got to add that into the schedule. You can do robes. Yeah, of course. We taught a robe class at So Magical Expo one year. And we did a tunic class one year. So, and if you could double it as either a Jedi or a wizard, because if you really look at them, they're similar enough to get by with it. So yes, we should have a robe sewing party. That sounds fun. Maybe a sew along. I haven't done one of those in a while. Oh, did y'all see? I got some new pins in for So Magical. It's rose gold this time. Damien wants to order some. It's like the tip here. And so it's a stylus. And these are like the gel pens. Ooh, even the tip of it is the rose gold. It's very pretty. Oh, never mind. Oh my gosh, make your own house robes. That would be a cool class. It's going on the list now. I just have this huge list of all these class ideas for future years. And it's so hard because like you have to find the right teacher and the person that really wants to teach it. But then and then I have to balance it with what people want to come back. And then I'm like, but I want to add in this other cool thing. So it's like a fun balance every year. I gotta spread it out. Hello, welcome. Went to Islands of Adventure after SME last year. Hot. Yes, got on the water ride to cool off. Yeah. Well, last year we were beginning of October. This year we're beginning of November. So maybe it'll be cooler for you, Lillian. We can only hope. We can only hope. Pins. We're doing pins? What? Oh. I think I missed a comment. But yeah, so lots of fun things. You can check out the website as well right now to kind of see like what the rough schedule looks like. Pins, there you go. This type of pin, not the pin you put on the lanyard. But you can check out the current rough schedule. There's a few TBD on times or days. We might be changing a couple things around. And then, oh my goodness, y'all are cracking me up. Okay, I have a pattern for house robes. I'm hoping to make a Slytherin one before SME. Yes! Another Slytherin. I'm just telling you, Slytherin's going to overtake SME, and it's going to be wonderful. I feel like we should all like just walk in together at one point, just giant green army. It's wonderful. Last year, we all dressed in onesies. You can all show up in robes to the sewing room. I love it. Yes. See, and Ray's also a Slytherin. If Michelle was on right now, she would be like, I'm a Hufflepuff. She's never seen much of Harry Potter and doesn't really know what that means, but it's a very Hufflepuff thing to say. Let's just say that. Yes, go Slytherin. Okay, you can shift your hair. Oh, can you shift your hair? Yes. Oh, sorry. This is the one of the designs that are going to come out for So Magical Expo this year. This is the theme. It's we're going with like a hibiscus like tropical theme, and all the different swag items this year kind of go along with it. The fabric, the badges, the VIP shirts. So this is not the VIP design. This is the basic 2022 design. There's like one more, I think. But then yeah, the VIP design's really cool too. Lots of fun things in there. So yes. Yeah, one of the new shirts this year. I got too excited when she like finished it. I'm like, I need to make it. So I made it real quick. I've been wearing it a lot. Jammies are the sewing room uniform. I agree. Honestly, I'm always in sweats or PJs. They're super comfy. I'm just saying, like, can we get PJs that are tropical themed? I think that would be so much fun. Or I don't know. Maybe it's like house themed. I don't know. We really have to come up with something fun this year. I'm all ears, y'all. Shift your hair. Good grief captions. I know. I was trying to read them like, did I read that correctly? Yeah, shift my hair this way. Oh, you just joined Patreon. Congrats. Oh, hopefully you can make our live. It's a hoot and a half. Yes to this comment. I don't know who wrote this, but this is wonderful. Truth. Tropical Harry Potter themed. I just imagine Dumbledore dressing like Merlin on his vacation. That's all I just pictured just now. Or Malfoy in like a Hawaiian shirt. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, we got another Slytherin in the house. Hey. Yes, love it. Oh man, do we have any more questions? I'll stay on for like 10 more minutes if there's any more things that y'all want to know. Any more information. There are no silly or dumb questions, especially if you've never come before or if you have and you missed out on something. Well, yeah, I should have known that was coming. Will there be any more discounted rooms? Sorry, I was reading like 5 other questions came up at the same time. Apologize, Christy. So as of right now, no. I am constantly asking for more to get added. Sometimes we are able to get more, but it really is based on inventory. We sold out of what we were contracted to get by quite a bit. We oversold it, which was generous of them enough. And so if any come available, we will post about it. I'm constantly letting them know every time somebody asks me, there's another person. When is it coming out? So if it does, it could be like a month to 2 months prior. I know some people's strategy, and I say this with caution, please don't take this advice as like gospel, but some people are getting a location nearby that's within budget that has a refund policy on their deposit. That way, if rooms become available, they can come over and get their money back on the deposit. And if they're unable to get the room at Gaylord, then they have a secured place that they can stay. So I hope that answers your question. I don't really have a firm yes or no right now. It's kind of just up in the air. But we do know that a lot of y'all still want to stay there. So I am constantly begging for more rooms, I promise. Are you going to be taking D-stash items early again this year? Yes, but not yet. I still have so much D-stash. Y'all are overwhelmed me this past year. So I'm going to be hopefully here in the next month or two going through it all, reorganizing it, making it a little bit, I don't know, less. I don't know. Figuring out a way to like organize it better. And then as soon as that's ready, I will announce if we're going to take more. There's probably going to be some changes and rules to D-Stash Bash on how much you can donate and the condition of what you can donate and kind of how that works. So that's kind of coming up here shortly as well. But we will be doing D-Stash Bash items early. I may have it to where I'm going to be at certain locations maybe once or twice prior to So Magical to where people can all kind of just come and drop off rather than me having to meet people or people having to ship things and things like that. I hope that answers your question, Belinda. PJs in a robe, no bra. Can you imagine other guests staring? I love it. That's perfect. PJs and a robe. It's going to be great. I mean, luckily this year we're in the convention area, so we won't get as many people wandering past us and like poking their head into our rooms. So we'll be much more secluded, and it's just everybody's so friendly. It's like a no judgment zone, you know? Oh my goodness. Yes, Cherish, watch Harry Potter. That's like my biggest thing. We're So Magical Expo. Everybody thinks we're Disney related. No, I'm all things magical. Give me a wizard, give me a mouse. I'll take it all. I'm all about the nerd and the fandom and all things magical. And so that's why I always kind of reiterate. It's like, nope, we're not just one thing, I promise. When do we sign up for classes? And is there a class fee if you have a weekend pass? Class signups are going to get announced hopefully soon. They'll probably be end of spring, early summer. I don't know what justifies the beginning of summer anymore. Florida, it's always summer. So when that gets announced, you'll be able to sign up for classes if you have a ticket that allows classes. So the only one that doesn't allow classes is a no class pass. You'll just need to read the class description ahead of time. Some classes have class kits, and that will be the only additional fee you have to pay. There's no fee to take the class, just if it requires a class kit. And that typically includes literally everything you need to take the class, and any additional supplies or materials you'll need to bring will also be listed. So all that information comes out well in advance of you signing up for the class. So you'll be well informed. You'll be able to kind of do your budget, figure out what you do and don't want to do, and I always say, have backups. If there's an overlapping class and you like really want one, always say, okay, if I can't get into this one, what else would I want? Because some classes are capped for different reasons. And we always say, take a class you may not have thought you wanted. You never know what cool skill or new people you meet or what fun you might have. I don't have any of those yet, but it's on my list. I have a list. We may recruit all the women in the hotel. I don't know who this is, but I love it. Okay, I'll keep an eye on the page and hope. Yes, we hope more will come up, but no guarantee on the hotel rooms. Awesome. Yeah, I see everybody's comments. Yes, take all the classes. Okay, so I keep pointing this way. It's backwards on my screen. This one. We have certain potential growth opportunities in the future. I'll just say that about this comment. I myself am tattoo friendly. Our whole house is, let's say that. And so we just think it's so cool whenever we go to conventions and we see like tattoo alleys. To me, it's still magical. It's still a craft. It's something that all of us can do. And I think it'd be cool to just watch as well. So I have goals of adding something similar to this in the future. So don't you worry. It's not this year, I promise, but I think it would be cool to add. How far is Gaylord from the Lego store? Okay, so if it's the Lego store at Disney Springs, again, you can take a shuttle from Gaylord to Disney Springs, I believe. Disney property, let's say that. I know you can go to Disney property if you're staying at Gaylord. Disney Springs, I don't believe, is more than 10 minutes away by car. 15-ish. Don't quote me. But that's the Lego store. The Lego Land, if that's what you're thinking, is a little bit farther because it's out past Davenport, I think. I would suggest Googling it. Yes, I know Texas is also tattoo friendly, so I feel like most places are at this point in time. Oh, okay. Ray says it's about 8 minutes, but parking takes a bit. Agree with that. I have my preferred parking garage there if you're driving. But if you're taking a shuttle, I always say shuttles and buses usually take a little bit longer because they're slower. Legoland is in Winter Haven. I apologize. Winter Haven, Davenport, Haines City, all those blend together for me. So I appreciate that, Anita. Thank you. Legoland used to be Cypress Gardens. Good point. I did not realize that. Why did I think Cypress Gardens still existed? Or, oh, maybe I'm thinking Busch Gardens down in Tampa. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize it took over that space. Interesting. Good to know. All right. Y'all got me for one more minute. Any last minute questions? This was a fun wine and chat. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. We had a really good vendor and teacher spotlight. That was a lot of fun. We have another one lined up for next week. I can tell you who it is if you'd like to know. What is it? The 7th, I believe. Right. I'll tell you right now. Any last minute questions? Shuttles and buses might not be an option if you want to go to the Lego store. If we go to the Lego store. Oh, because you're going to buy all the things, right? I can only imagine. Oh, here we go. I found it. Who do we have lined up for next week? Next week, nope, it's April 8th, is a Friday, is Lisa from Hissy Fit Fabrics is going to join us next week. So that'll be a lot of fun. Y'all should check out that one. And if you're not in her group, she just hit 15K. 15,000 people in her Facebook group, and she's celebrating her 5-year anniversary of her business. So definitely go follow her group because we are donating 2 all weekend passes to that. And so definitely check her group out. She's one of her vendors this year. So hence the vendor spotlight, which is really cool. So we'll hang out with her next week. We'll talk to her, find out about her business and who she is and what she's going to bring and all the fun tea that we get on Wine and Chats here.
Sorry, could you?
Series did not like that. Oh man. Oh man. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up for the night, everybody. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to see you next week on Wine and Chat. Again, if you have any questions in the meantime or comments or concerns, feel free to drop them on the group or message me directly. I try to answer everything within a day, so I apologize if I don't. Everybody, I will see y'all real soon. Bye.